Will he is coming at you, bringing you good advice, bringing you some peace and some meditation today. All right. I'm not going to go through a guided meditation. Uh, for me, that defeats the purpose of meditation to begin with. So, what I'm going to talk about are just general things that you're going to come across and what is natural and what isn't natural and those kind of ideas. Now, meditation, you don't have to be sitting, that's a misconception. So that's number one. Misconception number one is you don't have to be sitting, you just have to be comfortable. You could be lying down, you could be riding a bike. As long as you are mentally comfortable, this is comfortable. That is key. Then, another misconception is you are thoughtless. That is a wicked misconception. No. It's about learning what is you and what isn't you. Because we all feel things that aren't us. Let me put my wedding ring on. Feels weird without it. I just got off the mat working out. When the thoughts come up and you're meditating, that's so we can deal with what those thoughts are. Because if our subconscious brings it to our conscious mind, that means that our conscious mind is ready to deal with it. Our subconscious will never, ever give you something you're not ready to deal with. That's why we have a subconscious and a conscious mind. So, all right. Don't have to be sitting. You don't have to be holding mudra hidras. You don't have to hum. That was misconception number one. Misconception number two is you don't have to be thoughtless. In fact, some of the best meditation that I've had in my life was when I came through a breakthrough through the meditation. A good example is how I feel about my past with my parents and pharmaceutical companies and all of those things, because I'm not angry. I could be angry. There's a lot of how do I say it? There's a lot of things for me to be angry about, but that doesn't serve me. That doesn't make me a better me. So I figured out that, yeah, I was angry, but I was angry at myself more than anyone else because I allowed what happened to happen. Period. It doesn't matter what they said. It doesn't matter how my parents feel. It doesn't matter what the pharmaceutical companies do. That's not it. I was angry at me because I allowed my life to turn out the way that it did. Now I live a different life. I think differently. I feel differently. I act differently. I got that through meditation. I got that through looking at the facts through the meditative state. Looking at my thoughts, my emotions through the meditative state. Not lack of. No. Meditation is about discovery. Do I find thoughtlessness and peace now? Yes. Yes, I do. But that's decade of meditation every day. Sometimes twice a day. I meditate at night and I meditate sometimes after I exercise. Today I haven't meditated after exercise, but that's because here I am speaking to the camera about meditation. Now, the next really important part about meditation is the breath. Now, the breath is life. You can take your breath in any part of your life and make yourself stronger with your breath. It's so simple. You can get rid of anxiety with your breath. You can even get rid of pain with your breath. The breath is power. The breath is life. So, one of my favorite breathing techniques is called box breath or box breathing. Now, what it entails is you breathe for 4 seconds in, hold for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds. Rinse and repeat until whatever you're dealing with is gone. And I guarantee you it'll be gone. Even that little bit I just did, I can feel my chest, my back lighter. Another thing you can do with your breath is while you are in your exercising, however you exercise, you'll get an extra rep. You'll get an extra second holding that plank. You'll get an extra second holding that up dog because your breath is powerful. Bring the breath. So we talked about you don't have to be sitting. You don't have to be doing silly little things. They help. Don't get it wrong. But you don't have to be doing it. It's a mindset, not a situational thing. I meditate while I'm asleep. I meditate myself to sleep. So I'm lying down, pillow, head on the pillow, that kind of thing, and I still get to the same place, even if I'm sitting here like I am now, and meditating like this. I still get to the same place, which is the next thing I want to talk about. If you have trouble meditating, and I'm not talking about, there's no religion here, there's no dogma here. Meditation is good for you no matter how you feel, no matter what you believe. That's another misconception. You can be a Catholic and meditate. You can be a Protestant and meditate. You can be a Muslim and meditate. It doesn't exclude you if you believe something different than I do. That doesn't exclude you from this, and it doesn't exclude you from the health benefits either, because there are mad health benefits. I'll let you go and search the health benefits of meditation, because it's crazy. It's crazy, and how no one teaches this. No religion teaches this. And they should. They all should. Because I find more faith, I find more strength in my beliefs because I meditate on my beliefs. And I meditate on who I am today, and who I will be today, and who I will be right now. So that's another misconception. Don't think just because you have a certain faith or because you go to church you can't meditate. That's wrong. You certainly can, and you certainly can reap the benefits of it. Certainly can reap the benefits of it. Position is all about being comfortable. This being comfortable. Breathing. What was the other one? Oh, thoughtlessness is not. It's not what you're going for. What's the other one? Religion has nothing to do with it. If you have trouble getting into a meditative state, I did before too. I don't anymore, but I did when I started. It's easier to visualize something. Like I used to use a wave crashing on the beach, right? And the longer I meditated, the slower the wave got, the less energy it had, until it was not a wave anymore. And now it's just the gentle tide coming in and out. And then eventually, the water was glass. And by the time the water became glass, now I allowed my mind and my emotions to move that water. By the time it was glass, I was usually in a meditative state. Now, to stay in a meditative state, if you're having trouble doing that, visualize again. I visualize myself sitting on a cloud where I can't hear anything from Earth. Nothing. Because that's another thing that you can use. Just No sound, no sight, none of that stuff. So here I am sitting on a cloud in my meditative state. That pulls me away from the sounds in my house. That pulls me away from the sounds on the street. That pulls me away from even what my own body feels. Now, so we talked about the position of sitting. We talked about thoughtlessness. We talked about visualization. We talked about how religious facts and our religious beliefs don't matter. And I dealt with a couple of misconceptions, which is all really good. I don't think I can really say anything else other than it's important to do these. It's important to have set intention. You must set an intention for your meditative state, for that meditation, because every meditation is going to be a little different, because you yourself is going to need something a little different every time. So I always set my intention. Now for me it's always balance, find the ground, keep myself, peace. Bring it back to the peace, bring it back to the now. That's what I use. You can use whatever it is. I mean, you can say, "Oh, well, I have having a really bad anxiety attack, so my intent for this meditative practice is to get rid of my anxiety." You can also say, "I had a hard day at work and I need to compartmentalize." In your meditative state, you can do that, and you can do that much easier. And another thing is 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour, 20, like it doesn't really matter the time. As long as even 2 minutes is better than nothing. So even if you can just hit the meditative state and something in your life happens where you just cannot meditate, you got to get up and deal with it. I mean, shit happens. That's okay. You still got to the meditative state. You still got out of your head, got out of your body, felt your connection to whatever you want to call that, the divine, my higher self, the divine, the God, earth, Gaia, I mean, whatever you want to connect to, whatever you feel like you're connecting to, that's all individual. I don't really want to tell anybody how to feel or any of that kind of stuff, because I don't even want to tell you that religion is wrong, because if you are being a better person as a Catholic, well, I'm not going to stop you from being Catholic so you become a worse person. I don't want to stop you from believing in something that makes you better. What I do want to do is point out that if you feel stuck, you don't have to be that anymore. If it's not serving you, let it go. If it's not serving you, find something that will. Because we all sort of need, we all need faith in some way, shape, or form. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my faith. Now, my faith is a little different than everyone else's faith, because Catholic religion really failed me when I was young. Because my bipolar and everything I was dealing with, it didn't help me. It did not serve. So I found faith in myself, faith in the higher power, the divine order. That's where my faith lies. Not in a religion run by man, no. Do I still believe in a creator? Damn straight. Because who wouldn't create this beautiful world that we live in, even though it may not look as beautiful as it can at the moment. And like real life, as you heard, my phone went off. Hey man, you gotta stop meditating to get the phone. You know what I mean? So it's just like that. That's how I'm not even gonna edit it out. I'm gonna leave it in just to show that even if I was meditating, I would have had to have stopped meditating to pick up my phone that rang. But I reached the meditative state. That's all that matters. Because the more you reach the meditative state, the easier it becomes. And the more you get out of it. Will, he is Urban Monk every day, coming at you, bringing you sound advice and peace.